all about the healing. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, with my peeps, my soul tribe, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's right. Cross watcher, watch at your own risk. Everything ain't about you. The collective got a whole life, not about you, right? So if you're gonna watch with clarity, wisdom, and understanding. Right. What am I saying? Oh, how could I forget? My day ones, my day twos, my new news. I definitely love you and thank you for all that you do. Right? I'm gonna go ahead and get it on in. Like, share, subscribe. And you already know what's up. Hype, hype, hype it up, right? Okay. Thank you for those who have already hyped up. Most High, take over the energy. Archangel Michael, take over the vibe. All right. Every time it's always got to be. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. Why do it always got... This is a love reading, though. This is going to be a love reading, so prepare. And I ain't talking about no any type of love. I ain't talking about that raunchy and funky love. I'm talking about real love. God is wanting me to speak to you about what real love is. Again, I've been talking to you about it. Talked to you about sex is love. Sex is not. It could be lust, but God wanted, when He created sex, yes, it was for creation. However, what was the point of it being pleasurable if it just was going to be for, creation? It's pleasurable because God meant for it to be a connection, meant for it to be something more than just lust. But I explained that, I broke it down. So in some type of way, God, not about sex, but about real love. But before we can get to that, some type of way, it's someone, it's got to be past energy, is working against you. Working against you, doing rituals, they just working against you. I don't even want to go deep down. Wait, I don't even, because we already know it's the same stuff. Working against you, working against your energy, your purity, because you're God's sweetheart. You are truly God's heart. You've never changed. No matter how these people, places, or things, ops, frenemies, narcissists, negative people, places, and things try to hurt, damage try to make you turn into something dark or turn to something bitter, try to turn your feelings and your emotions into something that you're not. Bitterness, resentfulness, hatefulness, based off the things that they have done to you, and continuously try to do to you. Ultimately, that's what this is all about. To change you, to be something, to be more like them, to change your ways, to be bitter, angry, resentful, because they constantly keep working, constantly keep coming, constantly keep throwing things at you to change. The ultimate intention is to change you, to change your heart, to change your spirit, to make you turn into something more like them than who God created you to be in God's image, more like Him, God. And I'm saying Him because it's easier for me. But Him, her, whatever you believe. That's why this is coming out. Because their intention is to wear you down, make you weary, make you tired of being good, make you tired of being like God's image, being good nature, kind nature, being the fruit of the Spirit that is, God gave us guidance of what to be like. Not perfect, because we can get down with the get down, just like anybody else. The collective, you can get down with the get down. But again, the difference between you and them is that you're not going to stay there. You do and say what you're going to say and do, and then you ground yourself. You ring yourself back in. You get back to the core of who you are. You're not comfortable in being in darkness. Now, you can be in darkness and you can be in light. You can be in both of them, because we are both of them. But the difference is that is not only their comfort zone. They take being in darkness to another level. They in darkness to destroy people, to betray people to a point of no return. They don't want people, when they hurt people and they do things to people and they spew and do the things that they do, they in all conscious don't really want that person to recover. They don't care about them recovering. It's to hurt to get the hurt off of me. It's to hurt for me to be able to be fulfilled and be able to get some type of gratification of another individual being hurt, harmed, suffering. And I cause that. And I get gratification because I cause that, which makes me feel like I am in control over other people's feelings and emotions, and I get validation from that. But they keep working against you because you don't allow them to have that type of control over you. You don't allow them to take you to that place of no return. You may go to that place and visit that place of darkness and shadow, but you always return back to who you are, the core of who you are and what you represent. You never let them take you out of your element of what you represent, who you represent, and who you are. And they don't sit well with them. They can't let it go. They can't go on about their business, mind their own business, because they just can't. It's something that irks them. It's something that bothers them. It's something that they can't get over. They can't. It's control. It's like they can't control your feelings and your emotions and get you down into a place that you will not recover. You will not be able to get out of. You will not be able to rise above. So they keep trying. Keep trying, even if they know that they're going to have to go through something. Even if they know they got to go through some type of karma. They got to go through something. They got to get through something. They got to hurt. They'll hurt themselves trying to hurt you. Competing with you. Where they'll never be able to compare. Because they are controlled by their emotions. You're not. You and them are in two totally different frames of mind. Somebody can come along and hurt them. Somebody can come along and work against them, and they will be all up in their feelings and emotions. They will never recover. But you always bounce back. You always rise above. You always go back to the core of who you are. No matter what they throw, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, no matter what you have to go through, no matter who you lose, no matter what you lose, you always rise above to the core of who you are and what you are and what you represent. And I'm not even going to entertain this karmic connection and twin flame connection. I'm not even going to entertain that. But you got two different connections here. You got a karmic connection, and then you have the twin flame. And I believe the twin flame, if I'm going to read it, I'm going to read it like this. The twin flame is this real love that I haven't gotten to yet. Represents that real, true, authentic love. Because it's going against. It's contrast to this karmic connection. And you ultimately are the sweetheart. You are ultimately, whether you male or female, doesn't matter. You still the apple of God's eye. You are God's sweetheart. God loves you very, very much. All right, so let's get to it. This is a love reading. You almost spiritually unalive yourself, dealing with a past karmic connection. It almost, well, it did. It did take you out of your element. But before it totally took you out, you realized, you took hold, you recognized, you awakened to who you are. What I just got through explaining, what I just said, this in the past you learned that and you rose above. The first time, when you rose above this karmic connection, the one that almost took you out, the one that took you out of your element, but you found through that element, you found through that connection, you found yourself, you found who you are. You never look back. But since then, this person, this spirit, this thing has been throwing everything, doing everything, like I just said, to get you to turn away from being God's sweetheart, from having God's heart, from having a connection with God, the Most High. Trying to get you to turn away from your first love, the Most High. Your element, who you are, because God is love, and God is, and that love that God is that's within you is what saved your life. It's what you live for. It's what reminds you each day of who you are and what you represent is God's love. In the past, you learned that when you were dealing with this person, because of this person, because the ruthlessness, the nastiness, the cutthroat, the betrayal, the hurt, the shame that this person placed you in, the things that they done, the harm that they did. You learned because you grasped hold to God's love and you start loving you, learning how to love you by accepting God's love. And in accepting God's love, you found in that love, you found you found out who you are, whose you are, and what you represent. And you did not look back. Okay? Through this relationship. now as it stands today. It's time. This is not karmic. This is not a anything love. This is not a love that you got to pay money for. It's not love that you got to be downgraded and you got to hurt and you got to be something other than yourself. You got to pretend. You got to validate. You got to do everything other than be you. That ain't it. This is something that this is someone, and this is love. The love that you learned about. The love that you know about. The God kind of love is seeking you out through this person. This person you are supposed to meet. This person you have met. This person that is searching for you. Not searching for anybody else other than you. This person is seeking what it is that you have already possessed. What it is that you've already learned. This person is seeking after a person that have learned the things that you've learned. Seeking the person who has not only grasped the understanding, but at the core, in their heart, in their soul, has truly chose God and God's love. Not seeking after money, running after money and material things. All of that's nice. And if God give it to me, I accept it. However, that's not my everything. That's not what I'm seeking for all my life. That's not my be all end all. That's not my everything. Somebody is seeking that type of mindset in a person because this too is an understanding that they believe and have in their heart. They're seeking after someone who has God's heart, who is God's sweetheart. They're seeking after someone who loves God for real. They don't gotta be religious. See, because we've already been learning and seeing right now, just because you're religious doesn't mean that you love God. Just because you're religious doesn't mean that you're going to, that you have God in your heart, your mind, your soul, and your spirit. See, being religious is one thing. We're learning that now because we're seeing some of the top religion figures in the media, in the news media. So we understand, understand, and overstand that even religious figures, even religion can be flesh. So it's not about the religion. It's about your heart. It's about how you really feel about God. What you really feel about God. It's not being perfect either. Because we don't every time get it right. But if your heart have a love, if you love God, you truly love God, you truly want to be like God, you truly understand and you're listening to God and what God has for you and what God means to you and what it means, what God is trying to lead, guide, and direct your path to, whether it's hard, whether it's easy, whether it's tough, whatever it is. You may have to work towards it. You may not get it right off. You may not turn that thing around right off, but if your heart is right and you keep trying, you keep going after that thing, that's what matters. Not religion. Trying your best to do what is right. And realizing that you're not going to always get it right. You're not perfect. But as long as you try, and as long as you can admit to yourself you wrong and right your wrongs, turn things around when you need to turn it around. You're not too egotistical that you can't be corrected, that you can't correct your own self and look at your own self and make some corrections. These are things that makes, see, religion can make you look at things at a point where you know what you're doing is wrong. You know it goes against what God says, but then you can go in there and find different things, different words, different wording to turn that thing around, turn a set of rules around, to turn and twist and manipulate it to be that wrong thing can be right. But real, true love for God, you will go against your own flesh. You will go against what you want. You will go against what you think. You will go against your own self because you know it's wrong. And turn things around. Like I said, it may not be turned around at that moment, but you know it's wrong. So you admit it to yourself that it's wrong. And from that moment, you try to make decisions and choices to turn that thing around to do what's right. That's having a heart for God. And in that decision to turn things around, God is in that thing with you to turn that thing all the way around, help you turn that thing around. Not using, not changing, not getting, trying to change it. No, it's wrong. What do I need to do? What choices do I need to make? How can I turn this thing around? I'm wrong. This is wrong. I know I believed. I know what I was grew up to believe. I know that. I now see that right is wrong. And so I need to do something about that. We seeing it all day long, day in and day out, about things that we know is wrong, but it's only wrong for certain people. It's wrong for certain people, but it's right for certain people. Two different guidelines. God don't operate like that. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's wrong for everybody. It ain't no wrong for you just because you got you got this going on, and you got that going on, and you got this. No, it's wrong all across the board. God said he's no respect of person. Everybody in the same boat. No matter how much money you got, no matter what your skin look like, it don't matter about nothing. You're wrong. Make some corrections, do what's right. Make some choices, do what's right. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. But you already know that. So, real love is wanting to come in. Real love wants to come in. Real love is looking for you. Real love wants you. Real love haven't been able to find you. Because you truly believe that people, places, and things can work against you to stop this real love. These people, places, and things think that they can work against you and stop you, place an illusion around you to stop this real love. Now, I can sit here and say all day long, that ain't true. Real love, who could stop real love? What? That's not true. And I'm not going to say it's true or it's not true. But what I will say is that God is love. And if you are operating in God's love, you are seeking God's love, and you have God's love within you, how could somebody that has God love within them not find you? And if they can't find you, it's not because of another human, of these type of people. If they can't find you, then it's something else. Either it ain't time, it has not been time, or it is something else that's going on concerning this real love. But what I'm going to say today, for some of you, is that this real love is trying to find you. It's supposed to find you. It is time, because it's in the upright. You are the sweetheart, and you are God's sweetheart. And love, God's love, resides in you. So that's telling me that this real love is getting ready to find you, because this person that God selected for you won't be able to find you unless you got God's love within you. And here it is right here. So that's telling me that you're ready to be found. You are in your north node. North node meaning you're spiritually aligned with the Most High. It says ascending. You have ascended. You are high. You are vibing high. You are transitioned. You are ready to be seen. You are ready to be heard. Your light is aligning with the Most High. You got real love right here. In the past, you have risen above what the past was working against. So only thing you got now is riding high, vibing high, looking good, smelling good. You got all of God's love all around you, all within you. You have Mother Earth grounding your spirit. You are ready to be seen. You are ready for this real love to come towards you. God has already aligned everything. Some of you, God is saying, this is just confirmation. This is just confirmation. Yeah. So this is confirmation that, yeah, that person is for you. Yeah, what you feeling is right. No, this is the one. This message is confirmation for you. Yeah. Some of you, you getting ready to walk out your door. And who you getting ready to meet, you gonna look back at this reading and gonna say, oh my God. This Trinity told me that. This is it. Yeah, this is it. Some of you next month. Some of you 2 months from now. Some of you 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now. You're going to look back and reflect back to this reading. It's time. Stop running from love. Stop running. It is time. You are in your north node. You are not the person you used to be. When you met that person, this past person, you was in your south node. You was in your south node. You was karmic. You believed a whole different. You didn't use your discernment. You was not in a place that you're in right now. Allow this love to come in. Stop saying I don't want to love. Stop saying I don't want it. Stop saying that you'll never find it. What's for you? God is sending someone, your person that God created for you. God is sending to you. But you have to receive it. God's not going to force this person on you. If you keep telling yourself every day, oh no, I don't want love. Oh no, no, I'm not going through that. No, you're not going to go through that again. Even though you got nosy, you got these people, places, and things trying to set you up, but you ain't going to fall for it. You haven't fallen for it yet. They've been doing this for years, and you haven't felt for it. I'm telling you, you're going to know the difference between somebody in their south node or somebody in their north node like you. You'll be able to feel it. on top of that, let's just say this is a good informant. This is a good person. They did it good this time. And they got in your space and they not supposed to be. Let me tell you something. You are not perfect, but you're not a fool. They may get in, but they ain't gonna stay. They may get a phone call. They may get a date. But are they gonna stay? No. You got your ancestors, you have your angels, you have your nature spirits, you have Mother Gaia, you have all your divine feminines. You have all this energy working with you. Angel numbers, Archangel Michael. You got all this positive energy that's been rocking with you, not for no 1 year, no 2. They've been rocking with you since birth. And now that you woke and you meet somebody and they ain't the right person, all the bells and whistles, everything you thought will be going off to get your attention, to tell you, no, that ain't it. You're not who you used to be. It ain't gonna take nothing for them to get your attention. You be like, wait a minute now. You seeing red cardinals? You seeing blue cardinals? You seeing all kinds of the crows, and you seeing all kinds. Wait a minute, something is off. Ever since I met this person, everything is off. Your body start not working, aching and pain, headaches. You have the runs every time you're around this person. Your dog start barking. Every time the person come over, the dog is barking and acting a fool. Everything will be off and you will notice it. You're not the same. So stop being scared. You're not the same. And believe me, if somebody come in that ain't supposed to be, they gonna be hurt more than you gonna be hurt. That stuff that you went through before, yeah, your feelings be hurt, but nothing like it was where it almost took you out here. You don't dive deep like that no more. You can like somebody, but you're not gonna go way deep until you know for sure. They not gonna have your heart till you know for sure. It may be some couple of years. I like you and everything, but it be gonna be a couple of years before you get my heart like that you can take me out again. Oh no. You're not the same. You're not a fool. So stop thinking it's gonna be the same. That's the problem. Trust God. And trust yourself. You are the bomb diggity. All these many years you've been training. Let somebody come in that ain't. They gonna be hurt. I'm trying to tell you. Because as soon as you find out, cut, clip, block. Because see, the thing is that when they come in, they think that they got the upper hand. Their feelings are going to be involved because you, on the other hand, your energy, it's like no other. Your energy, what you provide, who you are, what you feel, your feelings and emotions given to other people, that means something. Your energy in your energy source, it we already know what it does. And when you cut folks off, you cut them off, you move on, you turn your and go on about your business, they more hurt than you are. You cut them off, you hurt for a few couple of days, and then maybe a week or two, and then you go on about your business. That was not for me. That ain't for me. And you go on about your business. Where it takes them 5, 10, 15 years to get you out their system. That's because of the God that's in you. When you love, you already have God in you. When you love, you're giving the peace of the God that's in you to another individual that 9 times out of 10, if they not for you and they lying and whatnot, they have never experienced that type of love. And being cut off from that type of love, we already know what that means. We know what that's about. We know what it's all about, to be cut off from God's love. So they're going to be more hurt than you are. That's why we seeing all of these divine feminines. That's why we seeing a lot of them being unalive. Because once they cut them off, once they realized that this person was a facade, and they cut them off, person is like, oh no, no, I can't live without you. I can't. So that's why we send a flux in that. These are divine feminines with that type of energy. So you have to be careful. You got to be smart. Again, you got to be very conscious, very close, very aligned with God on how, when, and what to do concerning these type of people. God to tell you when, God to tell you how, and God to be able to align it and position you to be able to get out of Dodge and not have your life in danger. But that is why we seeing a lot. Those are divine feminines. And they walk away, and once they walk away, then now is that. But again, that's nothing to be fearful of. Again. Because if God is for you, who is against you? And if you align with God and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you listen to God, and God tells you, hey, cut that off. That ain't for you. This is not for you. You gotta tell you how to do it, when to do it. You would oftentimes, see, in situations like that, oftentimes you have to pretend like you don't know. Pretend you don't know what they doing. Pretend. Because oftentimes you're in a dangerous situation and you don't even know it. And when you find out you're in a dangerous situation, you gotta act like you gotta act dumb. Like you don't know nothing until you fully out of that situation, and then you cut that off and let it go and cut the cord. But oftentimes, divine feminines, and I'm talking about, male or female. Oftentimes, when you are placed and you recognize that this person is not for you, you are in a dangerous situation. Because you have already given your energy, you've already aligned yourself with this person, they felt your energy, they act like they not in. They act like they in love, but you know they're not. You know that their love is different from your love. It's not real. But in their mind, it's not love, but it's control. It's not love, it's lust. And whatever it is, they don't want to go without. They want that control. They want to manipulate, they want to possess. So with all of that, here you come along and say, "Oh, no, I know what it is." And you can't do that to people that mind is no. So it's by the grace of God that a lot of us was able to get out of it. We played dumb. We didn't know. We act like we didn't know until we was able to get out of that situation. But you didn't know that. God had you to do what you did to keep you safe. And a lot of times God kept you stupid till you was able to get in a space to get away from that person and then cut them off. So that's another way you can think about this situation. You stayed in it. You stayed in that situation. You stayed dumb. You dummy down so you can be able to position yourself to get out of that situation so you can be free. But that was for somebody. But we talking about real love today, and I gotta go. But real love is coming for you. Stop it. Stop talking about and thinking that relationship is everybody. That's not everybody. It's men out here that's real, that is ready for real love. It's women out here that's ready for real love. Everybody is not your ex. Everybody's not your ex-husband, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-fiance. Everybody not a cheater. Everybody not a hater. Everybody not a warlock. Everybody not an energy vampire. Everybody not. Everybody is not. It's a lot. It's majority, but everybody is not. It is some good people because you good. It's some good men because you good. It's some good women because you good. It's some good men and women who love God because you love God. It's some good men and women who are sweethearts of the Most High because you are. Why do you think that it's you're the only one? You're not the only one. So if you're not the only one, and it's other people out there, then it is other people out there for you. If God said it, believe it. Stop sabotaging yourself. You're not in your south node. You are in your north node. N-O-D-E, node. And in your north node, you have you're ascended, transitioned, transformed into a new creature, a new person, a new being that is able to be loved, receive love, give love, and make love to another human being. I'm going to leave it right there. So if this was your message, even if it wasn't, if you receive it, the real love, put in the comments, I receive the real love I'm in. I receive the real love I'm in. Like, share, subscribe. Hype it up. All right. So I'm sending love. I'm sending healing your way, and Trinity is